Hi everyone, my name is Hudson. Today I want to show you the things you should know about business poultry farming. So I've got a friend of mine here who will be taking us through his business poultry farming. He can introduce himself.
Hi everyone, I'm Pastor Robert Abuto Amisi. I would take you through some of the things you need to check on when you want to start a successful poultry business farm. One of the key things is the structure. How are you going to build your structure depending on the space, availability of space that you're having. If you have, you're having a small space, then you would consider making a two-tier a structure where you'll do your farming down and then upstairs to accommodate more rounds. If you have enough space, adequate space that is, then you can consider doing just one unit separate from the other. That is make it easier when there's an infection or an outbreak. It makes it easier for you. There are materials that you require. You need to get your chicken wire, your timber, your iron sheet, so that you make a good structure. It also depends with the area where you're coming from, which will now bring the difference in terms of the timber that is required. Okay. The mesh, the chicken mesh and the rest, those ones are easily available in the hardwares. Depending with where you're coming from, then the price would fit that. Okay. Number two is the availability of the chicks. When you get to the outlet like a Ken chick, the other one, Saso.
Oh, types of chickens.
Yeah, so you get the outlets. Many dealers are now coming up, those who are selling the feeds. Okay. They also supply the chicks, the one-day-old chicks, okay, at an average cost of 105 shillings per chick. Okay. And then the source of heat, that is whatever you use to provide light, and again provide heat for the chicks when during your what do you call it? Brooding period. Yeah. So you can either use a solar, okay, that is for lighting. You can also use electricity, both for lighting and providing heat. Okay. And then you can also use charcoal, majorly for providing heat, okay, using the locally made jiko, okay, specifically for the chicks. Okay. Yeah, and then the wood shavings, that is, we normally call them mura amaranda.
Oh, the sawdust.
Yeah, the sawdust, you get them from...
Oh, like these ones?
Yes.
Okay.
We get them from our carpenters back in Kibuye, okay, at a coast. Okay. And then I think majorly that's what you need for you to start. And then you must have a capital base. Not so much, but averagely, depending on the number of chickens that you want to start with. Okay. Yes.
So, well, okay, you have said you were getting your chicken from Ken Chick.
Yeah, majorly from Ken Chicks, though we have other dealers, okay, and those who are supplying the foods. Okay. They also get them from other hatcheries. Okay. Yeah, different from Ken Chick.
Okay, so majorly where do you get your chicks from?
We normally get them from Ken Chick.
Ken Chick?
Yes.
Okay, so Ken Chick farmers are producing best chicks, or other farmers also are doing the same?
Other farmers are equally producing good chicks. Okay. It is a competitive market. So, okay, and then again, you come to realize there are times when the chicks are not available in the market. So when
you consider others.
Yes,
yeah.
Then you could consider others.
Okay.
And they're equally good depending with the kind of care you give them during your brooding period.
Okay. Yes. So since you said you started the 400 chicks, you started the 200 chicks.
200 chicks.
So constructing a house like this one, how much did you use in constructing a chicken coop like this one?
Okay, the one we started with was different from this.
Okay.
We had to demolish it, and then because now we are expanding.
Okay.
And then because of the space was small,
Yeah.
then that's when we decided now to build a 2-tier.
Okay.
When we were doing
200 birds.
200 birds,
Yeah.
we had a building which was ranging about 70,000-80,000 that we used to build that. And then after some time, then we had to build this,
Okay.
which was ranging between 120,000-150,000.
Okay, so
Yes.
you mean the first structure that you started was costing around 70,000?
70 to 80,000.
That is the material and the labor?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if you really want to start a chicken, the broiler business, as he has said, he did the structuring of the chicken coop that was costing him up to around 70 to 80,000. That is the average that he did when he wanted to structure the business.
Yes.
So by that time, how much was the chick?
Then the chicks were 75 shillings.
Oh, 75 shillings.
Yes.
I think that was the better deal.
It was. It was back in 2012.
Okay.
Yes.
So 75 times 200 chicks. You only used 15,000.
Yeah.
Okay, that's great.
And then we now also factor in the feeds,
Okay.
which comes about 3,500 per bag.
Okay.
200 would consume about 8.
Eight
Yes,
bags.
8 bags.
So 8 bags times how much per bag?
Work with averagely 4,000.
4,000.
Yes.
So it will be 4,000 times 8.
Yes.
4,000 times 8. That is 32,000.
Yes.
Okay. 32,000 plus 15,000.
Yes.
Okay, it will be 47,000.
Yep.
That is the feeds and the birds.
And the birds.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then the feeds is enough for them up to the maturity rate.
Up to the maturity time.
Okay.
Yeah.
So by that time you are selling one piece of a chicken at how much?
Then it was 370.
So 370 times 200. Oh, you are making a very good amount of money. That was coming up to 74,000.
Yeah.
74,000 minus 47,000. You are making a profit of 27,000 per month.
Yes.
I think that is better off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you, depending with the fluctuating prices of commodities, then that's where now you play with your profit margin.
Yeah, I think you can deduct 7,000 for small things like drinkers,
Yeah.
to start a business, paying electricity. Then you remain with a flat rate of 20,000.
Sure.
I think 20,000 is a better deal for 20,000 per month. Yeah.
For 6 weeks.
6 weeks you have a lot of money. It's 120,000, isn't
Sure.
it? Yeah. What is the best number of birds to start with as a beginner?
For you to learn, you can do about 200 pieces.
200 pieces.
Yeah, and that is enough for you to give you enough space to learn and know the dynamics that are involved.
Okay.
But again, if you want to do it to get the profit, then the more number of birds you start with,
Oh, the more the profit.
the more the profit.
Okay.
Yeah, so that
I
is
think
the
that's
secret.
great.
Yeah,
I think that is the best secret I've ever had. Okay.
because the two people, the two persons, one waiting for, in a span of 6 weeks, one is waiting for 200 birds, the other person is waiting for 400 birds. The one doing 200, if makes a profit of 20,000, then the other person waiting for 400 is going to make 40,000. You see the disparity.
Yeah.
So the more number of birds, then you come to enjoy the business.
Okay, like I can see these birds here, they are already matured and ready for sale.
Yep.
But they are still continuing feeding. Don't you think that is a loss?
Yeah, actually, when you delay to get the market,
Yeah.
then the chicken now eats back
The profit.
the profit.
Okay.
So the sooner you get the market, then you're better off.
You save more profit.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why did you choose broilers instead of kienyeji, instead of layers, instead of improved kienyeji?
We chose on the broilers because of the maturity rate.
Okay.
They mature very fast, and you dispose them.
Okay.
Because, you know, food industry.
Yeah.
That is the thing for today.
Okay.
As much as things would be very difficult out, people have to eat.
Yeah.
And then two, we checked on the amount of money that is the capital that is required to start at the layers.
Okay.
It was not favorable for us because you need a bigger margin. For the layers, you need to feed them for 6 months.
Okay.
For 6 months before harvesting anything, and then that is when they start producing.
Okay.
That is a big capital,
Okay.
which we could not accommodate.
Yeah.
And then three, the space that we are having is not enough for us
Okay.
to accommodate layers. They need a very big place and a very quiet place so that when they get interfered with, they normally stop laying.
Okay.
With a lot of motorbikes and a lot of noise around would give them a lot of stress and interfere with the business.
Okay.
So the environment was not conducive for the layers.
Okay.
Again, for the improved kienyeji, we avoided it because it also requires a free space for them to roam,
to range,
and eat a lot of grass and the rest. But you see, the environment we are in is not conducive for that. So that is why we settled on the broilers, which is a bit accommodative for us.
Okay.
Yes.
So you are trying to say when you keep layers, when they hear some noise or maybe some banging of the mabati, they get stress.
Yes.
And they stop laying, they don't lay.
That is one very key thing with layers.
Yeah.
If they get any interference, then that translates to stress to them, and then the birds would 1 or 2, 3 days stop laying. Then that would again tell you to administer anti-stress to them, so that you rehabilitate them to start laying again.
Okay.
In terms of business, that is not in order, because it would the bird would eat but would not produce. Yes.
But I heard that even the broilers, when they have stress, they can get a heart attack and die.
Yeah,
is it true?
They also do, but it is not to the same level of the layers.
Yeah.
To them, you'd only administer anti-stress and they'll continue eating and developing.
Okay.
But you realize the layers, their main thing is to lay eggs.
Okay.
Yeah.
But these ones are only for meat?
For meat.
Okay.
Yes.
For some people who really want to reach to you to get more knowledge regarding broiler or the poultry farming, so how can they get to you?
We are open, we are available. We are located in Arida Estate. You'll get my number down there. Then you can contact us. We are available to assist you, help you start. We have a number of farmers we've helped start the same business. We are not mean to this idea. We share it out so that we try and reach the millennium goal of sustainable economic activity. So through that, we help other farmers, those who are willing and have the passion to start the same business.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you mean in case you are having more birds and maybe another farmer is not having any birds, he can refer you his customers to you?
Yeah, we work in chains.
Okay.
Yes. If I don't have, then I would send my customers to the one who has. Yeah, so that when he doesn't also have, then yes.
I think that
so
is
it
helping.
goes in chains.
I think that's a good referral.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure.
So I think that's great. For anybody who will want to reach to him, I'll give out his number on the video so that you may reach to him. If you really want to get some knowledge regarding the broilers, you give him a call and he will give you direction. And you can get more knowledge regarding the poultry farming.
Karibu.
Karibu.
Thank you
Karibu
so much.
Arena.
Karibu Arena.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you so much.
Okay.